right. Dr. Winkleman, before we get started with the patient encounter, I just want to let you know, hopefully, I am taking the MSE notes on my iPad. Um, and yes, we'll go from there. Okay. And action. Hey, what brings you in today?
Hey, my name is Taylor. I'm a 20-year-old basketball player, and I'm just having some issues, I could say. I really haven't been sleeping for like a week, but I feel amazing. My roommate thinks I'm acting weird, but I don't, whatever. I think that that's fine. But I Googled like some of the ways I'm feeling, and there might be something wrong, but like I said, I think that I feel great. I'm only talking to you about this because my roommate is concerned.
How long have you been living with that roommate?
We've been roommates for freshman and sophomore year.
Okay. Do you live with a girl or a guy or?
It's a girl. She's one of my teammates.
Okay. Why did she say that she's worried about you? Like, why is she making you come in and chat with me?
I don't know. She thinks I'm acting like weird. I don't. I don't think that I'm acting weird though. I think I'm acting really normal, or just like happy. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I think I feel good. I don't know. I feel unstoppable. Like I feel great.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit more about this feeling great? Like, I know that you mentioned you're not sleeping all that much. Can you?
Yeah. I mean, like I've been sleeping like 3 or 4 hours for the last few days, but like I don't need to sleep. I just have so much to do, and I'm really like the world is too big for me to sleep right now. Like I'm really ready. I don't need to sleep. I feel great. I feel great.
How long have you been feeling great?
Um, since like last Sunday.
Okay. What day is it today?
Today's Tuesday.
Okay. So it really has been like 3, almost 4 days now?
Last Sunday. So like
Oh, okay.
a week and some change.
Okay. Do you often feel like this, or do you kind of feel like there's periods of time where you have these feelings great and then periods of time where you're not feeling so great?
I definitely don't feel like this all the time, but I'm not mad at it. Like I feel great.
No, I totally hear you on that. Can you tell me a little bit more about what it's like when you don't feel like this? How often do you feel great? Things like that.
This is the first time that I felt like I guess this good. Like I really feel like I'm like unlocking my full potential. I mean, I've definitely had times where I've been like kind of down, and that happens like ever so often, but nothing that I think is out of the ordinary. I just feel I feel great. I mean, sometimes I feel sad, but doesn't everyone feel sad sometimes?
I hear you on that. Can you tell me a little bit more about you feeling sad?
Uh, yeah, I guess. So last year I was a freshman, obviously. And I had this really tough time last semester where I just couldn't really like get out of bed. And I was really discouraged and just sad. Um, but like I said, luckily I haven't felt like that in a while. But yeah, last year was pretty rough. And my roommate was concerned then as well. So I don't know, like because I'm happy now and I feel good now, I don't really know why she's concerned now. Like last year made sense, but right now I feel good.
How are you doing in your classes, or how are you doing at practices even? Have the coaches or any professors pulled you aside?
So I haven't really been I've been missing class a little bit. Um, but like I don't need class. Like what I'm dreaming of doesn't need school, right? Like I don't need to go to class and like practice. Um, I haven't really been like I've been kind of late a few days, but I don't think that's anything like crazy. Coach is upset with me though. Like he benched me, but I don't understand why. Like ugh, I was a couple minutes late to practice. That's fine.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your relationship with coach or maybe even with your other teammates?
Normally I feel like we're pretty close. I don't really talk to them about like stuff, like I guess like real stuff. Like we obviously talk about basketball and class and stuff, but I'm not really super duper close with them in terms of like personal stuff, but I think that we have a good relationship.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any family history of depression or any mood disorders or anything like that?
No, no family history. Like I said, I had a really tough time last year,
Yeah.
but I worked through that. That's not really a huge concern. But other than that,
Talk to
no,
anyone last year when you were going through that rough time?
not really. I just tried to cope in other ways.
Like how? Or with what? I guess might be a better question.
Am I allowed to am I allowed to say that I've drinking alcohol before? I know I'm under 21, I'm sorry. Am I allowed to say that I drink sometimes?
Yeah, you can anything that you feel like will help me and my ability to help you. This is a safe space.
Okay. Yeah, like I have a drink every once in a while and that helps. I don't really like I don't do any like drugs or anything. I just have a few drinks and then I will partake in caffeine. Like I'll have an energy drink beginning of the day every once in a while. But I wouldn't say that I like use anything on a regular basis.
Okay, can you tell me how often you drink or what your even a drink of choice maybe might be?
I like to drink. So, like, obviously, college kid, we party. Like
Yeah.
I party with my teammates on the weekends. But when I'm just in my dorm, I probably have maybe a couple glasses of wine. I would every other day. Just when I get pretty like stressed or like I feel too much, I just have a couple drinks to kind of calm it all down. But I don't think it's a problem or anything that I do too often.
Okay. How long have did the drinking and like partying with your friends and all that, did that start last year when you were a freshman or did that start more of this year?
Um, I definitely did. I mean, I did it some last year. I was a little bit more timid, I would say. This year, I feel like I've done it a lot more. But I think like I feel so good. Like I don't know why not have a drink, you know?
No, I get that. Do you normally drink in your room or I know you mentioned something about parties. Are you driving after you're drinking or anything like that?
No, no. Usually, like if there's a party near campus or on campus, I'll go with a friend and I won't drive. And then if I'm drinking in my dorm, I'm just by myself. I usually just stay in the house.
Where's your roommate whenever you drink in the dorms?
Sometimes she leaves. I don't know. I don't know how she necessarily feels about me drinking. She hasn't really said, but she sometimes is there and sometimes she just leaves.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about the energy drinks that you drink? I know you said that you don't drink them frequently, but can you kind of give me like what a regular week looks like when you're feeling really good and you are drinking them, or what a regular week looks like when you're not feeling the best?
Okay, so I guess like I said, like the past week and a half, I felt really good. So, and I've been sleeping only like a few hours a night. Um, so I've definitely had probably more, just 'cause I'm not sleeping very much. But I don't need to sleep. Like I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm losing anything by not sleeping. The energy drinks do exactly what they need them to do. I can do what I need to do. I'm still working on my all these plans that I have. Like the caffeine definitely helps. But before I wouldn't say that I drank a ton of caffeine, probably like once every blue moon. So probably more now than before. But like I said, I'm not really sleeping. So
You said that you don't really drink caffeine on a normal basis, like no coffee or tea or anything like that. It's just when you aren't sleeping, the energy drinks drink just kind of help you feel more awake and
yeah.
feel better.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, Taylor, I'm gonna have you answer a couple questions. I have a questionnaire on my iPad over here. It's just easier if I ask you the questions and you just go ahead and tell me yes or no, okay?
Okay.
Um, so have has there ever been a period of time where you were not your usual self and you felt so good or so hyper that other people thought you were not your normal self, or you were so hyper that you got into trouble?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, have has there ever been a period of time where you weren't weren't your usual self and you were so irritable that you shouted at people or started fights or arguments?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. A period of time where you felt more self-confident than usual.
Yes.
You got much less sleep than usual and found you didn't really miss it.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
how I feel now.
Okay. You were much more talkative or spoke faster than usual.
My roommate has said that I've been talking really fast lately. I hadn't really noticed it, but now that you ask, yeah.
Okay. Your thoughts raced through your head or you couldn't slow your mind down without caffeine.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Because let me tell you, I am starting up this business, and that's why I haven't been sleeping because I've been trying to plan this business, right? Like it's basketball specific, and I just want like I want this to take off, right? Because like school's not forever, basketball's not forever, but this plan, this could really work. Sorry, I didn't mean to
I
get it.
want to hear more about this plan and any other projects that you have. We just got to get through this questionnaire
Okay,
first, okay?
sorry.
You were so easily distracted by things around you that you had trouble concentrating or staying on track.
Yes.
Okay. You had much more energy than usual.
Yeah. I feel great.
You were much more active or did more things than usual.
Active in like in what way?
Just going out walking more or maybe exercising more than you usually have. Just stuff that's out of what your like people would say is your normal. Like your roommate.
Um, yeah, I mean, I have been like I've been doing a lot of cleaning. Um, so like when I wake up, I just kind of just clean just to get stuff done. I feel like my head's really busy, so my hands seem to be busy. So I've been just trying to get stuff done.
You were much more social or outgoing than usual. For example, you telephone friends in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I've been calling my roommate a lot. I've been waking her up a lot. With like, I'm just so excited about all these plans that I have, and I really want to tell somebody.
Okay. You were much more interested in sex than usual.
Mm, not really.
You did things that were unusual for you or that other people might have thought were excessive, foolish, or risky. Maybe driving at higher speeds, shopping, spending more money than you normally do, booking trips.
Yeah. I've been spending money
Okay. Okay.
a lot.
Spending money got you or has spending money got you or your family in trouble?
No.
No? Okay. Um, if you checked yes to more than one of those above, which you did, have several of these ever happened during the same period of time? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. How much of a problem did any of these cause you? Like being able to work, having family, money, or legal troubles, getting into arguments or fights? Would you say no problem, minor problem, moderate problem, or serious problem?
I would say moderate. I don't think it's a problem, but I mean, I would say, I guess you could say a moderate problem. I've definitely, my roommate is concerned, which is why I'm here. My roommate's pretty concerned. And then, like I said, my coach has been upset with me for missing practices and being late to practices, but I don't think it's a big deal.
No, I totally hear you, and I appreciate you taking the time to tell me everything. And like I said, I have more questions because I want to hear about the projects and the business you're starting and all those other things. Um, have any of your blood relatives, like siblings, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, ever had manic depressive illness or bipolar disorder?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. And the last question, has a health professional ever told you that you have manic depressive illness or bipolar disorder?
No.
No, okay. Okay. We'll go back to that questionnaire in a little bit. Why don't you go ahead and tell me about that business you're trying to start or any other projects that you've started in the last week and a half?
I just, I really want to start. I don't know, like, I don't know how to describe it to you, right? I just know, like, I have plans that are so big, right? Like, I want to go off and I want to be an entrepreneur. Like, I want to start a business. I don't really know, like, the specifics yet. I'm still kind of trying to map that out, but I'm just so eager, right? And, like, who knows? Maybe I can be the next Bill Gates. Like, what's stopping me?
Hmm. What is
And
this business that you're trying to make?
I want to make a basketball trading app. Like, I really want to be able to help other young basketball players um, on their phones, because everything's on social media these days. So why not? Why not use all the knowledge that I have to make an app and help other people? And I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. Have you started any other projects? Have you talked to anyone else about this business or anything like that? Have you
I,
invested money into the business?
yeah, I've bought some equipment and some crypto. I'm just trying to get it started. And I've talked to my coach about it. He just like I don't think he realizes how great of an idea it is. And it just feels like everyone's kind of naysaying and no one believes in me. But like I really think this is gonna work. And I mean, I spent like $2,500 on some equipment in crypto, but like that's nothing. That's nothing compared to what I'm gonna make in a couple years.
Where did you get this money, or where did you put it on a credit card? Did you ask your parents for the money?
Ask so I have this credit card that is supposed to be for emergencies. But like to me, this is emergency. Like this is urgent. Like I really need to do something about this now. I can't wait. So I used my credit card for it. Um, but I'll be able to pay it off as soon as this takes off, the money's gonna be right back, and we'll be back to square one, and we're fine.
I hear you. Taylor, a lot of what you've described here today, and even just how you answered the questionnaire that I had you fill out, and I am not a registered psychiatrist or mental health professional, and I am not saying that you have bipolar disorder, but there are a lot of kind of highs that you're having that correlate with bipolar disorder. And I think it might be pretty beneficial if we could get you to talk to someone who might be able to help you feel really good and not take advantage, but feel good and learn to hone in that high feeling without having you crash or without having your roommate or your coach or professors around you be worried about you. How does that sound?
I don't really, I don't think that I'm bipolar. Like I think this is not normal. Like I'm just motivated. I don't know that I don't feel like I don't think I'm bipolar. There's
No,
no way
and
I'm bipolar.
I totally understand where you're coming from, and I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with you. It's just a lot of the signs point to it might be beneficial to have you talk to someone who can have a better outlook on how to help you, like I said, just kind of hone in this high motivation periods and maybe find even a way so that you can have these high motivations and keep the business going without missing class or without being late to practice or without having your roommates worried about you, your coach worried about you, things like that. And especially since you said that you've never experienced a quote unquote high like this, and that it's not that it's not normal, but it's just not typical behavior for you.
Okay. Well, what even is bipolar? Because like you see it on TV, and it's like people are like crazy, and I
Yeah.
don't think that I'm crazy. Like
No, you're definitely not crazy. And I know what you're talking about in the terms of what people see on TV is one thing, but that's not what all bipolar is. Basically, what bipolar disorder is it's a mood disorder. And so there's two types. There's bipolar 1 and there's bipolar 2. And the difference between the two is what they call mania or a manic episode. And it basically, bipolar 1 is when someone just really has like elevated or just increased energy or things like that that last more than a week. Versus bipolar 2 is they have some kind of elevated moods or things like that. It lasts a little bit more than 4 days, but they also have almost like a crash afterwards, and they have a pretty big like depressive episode after it. So it's like they're riding the high and they just come down from it.
Oh.
And yeah, what's up?
No, well, now that you kind of explained that, that kind of sounds. My uncle, a few years ago, he went to the hospital because he was kind of, I guess it's kind of what you described. He was really really good. Like he felt great, everything was great. And then he kind of just crashed, and he was really sad, and I didn't understand what was going on. I was still in high school. And no one ever really explained to me what was going on. It was just kind of like don't ask, don't tell. But that sounds like now that you mention that, like if that sounds familiar.
Yeah. So I think what the best like next steps would be, and I can help you with this, is we get you an appointment with the counseling center on campus, and I can either help you book the appointment online, or I could even walk you over there right now if that's what you'd feel most more comfortable with. But it's just a chance for us to get you to talk to either a psychiatrist or a therapist or someone that just might that has better tools and is better equipped to help you and to give you resources that you might need. How does that
Do you
sound?
do you think that it'll help? I
I
don't.
think I don't think that you're crazy or that or that anything's like wrong with you. I think that these tools or these resources that we have on campus are tools for you and every other student on this campus to learn how to just know themselves better and just see what additional resources are out there. And I am a big believer of talking to someone never hurt.
So you don't think it'll help if I talk to the counselors?
Yeah. And I can be there with you. Like I said, I can help give them a rundown. I can show them that questionnaire that you and I filled out together if you're okay with it. And we can go from there. And you can check in with me afterwards if you'd like. You can give them my contact info and I can be kept in the loop if you want. I'm not I'm not passing you on to someone else. I'm here to be here for you in any way that I can be if you want to go down that, if you want me to be involved.
Okay. Well, like I trust you. I mean, I mean, if you think that it'll help, I don't know what is gonna help because I feel fine. But if you think that it's a good option,
Yeah, I want to keep you
that's
feeling fine, and I worry that there's going to be a crash, and I would rather be proactive in case, like almost like having extra padding on the floor, even if it isn't needed. Okay?
that'd be great. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I can at least talk to them, but I would really appreciate it if you were there.
Yeah, I'll walk you over there right now, and I'll show them that questionnaire that we filled out.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. And scene, Dr. Winkleman. Thank you.
Thank you.